Hello, fellow Gwent players. Do you like tournaments? 'Cause I like tournaments. Why am I using an alternate camera angle? Well, obviously for dramatic effect. But in all seriousness, tomorrow, another Gwent Partners Open will start at 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central European Time. It'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for the Swiss tournament. That is the 28th, the 29th, and 30th of September. And I will be streaming all my games on my Twitch channel. The link will be in the description. And without further ado, let me just show you the first deck that I will be bringing. The first deck is going to be a Northern Realms deck, but not Shield Wall, because we are playing Royal Inspiration, because we are playing Dun Banner Carryover deck. So basically, the idea of the deck is in round 1, you want to create as many of these Dun Banners as possible, and then when they are in the graveyard, you can use Pavetta to put them back into your deck, creating a bunch of carryover, and basically you are able to sort of play bronzes at the start, or sort of like use golds like Amphibious Assault or Queen Adalia to create multiple of these Dun Banners, so you don't have to commit too many of your major golds, such as, you know, Ansei's Falibor Philippa, or Anna Strenger, or Jonatalis, who knows, all those things. You will basically try and create as many of these Dun Banners to go into the short round, or basically fight against something like a bleed. But it's very unlikely that you're going to lose round 1 with this deck, because this deck has a lot of points with this Dun Banner strategy. Your leader basically plays for 4 points every second turn with the Dun Banners in your deck that you've created with the help of Blue Stripe Scouts, and such things like Adalia and reinforcements will obviously add more Blue Stripe Scout to the mix. So let's just play one game with this to show you guys how the deck works, and then we will obviously move on to the next deck. Alright, who are we playing here? We're playing Symbiosis. Okay. He goes first. That's interesting. This is a very, like, this deck's pretty scary on red coin. Like, we can easily win a round on even. Like, it's actually not that hard for us to win a round on even, because we just played for, like, huge tempo in round 1. Okay, drop this. Philippa's okay. Let's also drop this. Adalia's really good in this hand, because we have the Dun... Oh, we have a lot of stuff here. We can get a lot of carryover as well. That's really good. He's immediately... Okay, do I play Philippa here just to make sure that I win this on even? I think so, right? This seems like a pretty solid Philippa. Am I gonna use leader here? Actually, no, I'm not gonna use leader here. I'm gonna use leader on the Dun Banners. I don't want to make my life awkward by not having leader for the Dun Banners. Oh, never mind. See, okay. Another Hamadryad. I mean, I just killed this with Ansei's, right? This should just be an easy kill with Ansei's. Like, we're overcommitting here, but to be honest, I don't really mind that. As long as we keep our stuff out of rebuke range, we should be okay. And even if he passes here, I just hope he doesn't pass here, actually. I might actually just play the Boiling Oil next. Oh, nice. Okay, he gives us the opportunity to play Boiling Oil here. He might just pass on even here. Like, these plays you won't see in the tournament, because he knows, the opponent knows I have Philippa, he knows I have Ansei's, and he knows I have quite good access through, like, Oneramancy. And I can see this actually being a pass here. Okay, so he actually plays his Tavern, like, his Novigradian Justice. Quite nice. Does Dun Banner keep us ahead here? It actually doesn't. That's actually really awkward that Dun Banners don't keep us ahead here, because he can get a nice pass. Do I Natalis for Assault? I might actually have to do that to stay ahead here. This is a weird, like, this has been a really weird round for us. So I think I still keep my leader charge here because of the Dun Banners. This Hamadryad. He gives it to the shielded unit, that's fine. Now we can finally play out our Dun Banners. About bloody time. And if he passes here, I mean, let me just win on even, right? Okay. Gonna do this. This stays ahead, yes, nice. I mean, if we win on even, that's perfectly fine with me. Then we just bleed him with things like Drummer and Anna. And try and stay out of rebuke range, pretty much. So he's playing for the Elias here. That plays for a bit of tempo, but that's the thing with this deck. Tempo is not an issue with our deck, because we got Dun Banners, and Dun Banners will stay ahead for quite a bit. I'm gonna rebuke one of the boys. That's perfectly fine. So we just have another of these, and it actually keeps us ahead here, which is really good. And then I can just Voimir this round to win it. Or I could also Follyboard this round. But I think Follyboard's going to be valuable in later rounds. He's bound to run out of resources here. This was really good that he didn't use a leader charge here. We would have been in a bit of trouble if he did. Okay. So, go Voimir here, I think. I mean, we could also just pass, to be fair. Like, round control actually doesn't matter. We've got our carryover now. And if we pass here, that's also fine. Good. We committed quite a bit this round, though, to be fair. Okay, so he passes here. That's nice. We win on even. That's really, really good. If we find, like, Oneiromancy. I would like maybe, like, a Carrick City Guard or, like, a Radovitz Royal Guard. Radovitz Royal Guard, preferably. Actually, City Guard's also fine. Boiling Oil. Do I need boil? I don't really need Boiling Oil here. Okay. We can bleed with this hand pretty nicely. I mean, yeah, we just bleed the crap out of this guy, right? And we will just... I mean, we have to draw both Pavetta. We have to probably play Pavetta this round through Amphibious. If we can get into overcommit here, that's fine. So, we play the Amphibious Assault for the Pavetta here. That should be okay. Get our Dun Banners back. Then we have to watch out that we don't draw too many Dun Banners in our hand next round. He's committed the Forest Protector. That's really good. He's also committed Fav here. That's really good. Into the Shaping Nature. Yeah, sure. I mean, the problem now is we have like a lot of sort of bronze cards, but he's committed quite a bit here. He's committed Justice, Elias. He has Gord left. I guess Gord could be quite scary, but we have Last Say with our Dun Banners still. And they play for pretty much the same amount of points as Gord does. So we have like a bunch of 4 provision Gords in our deck now. But we do have to watch out that we do find the right cards here. So I think he has one more Rebuke left, it seems. And maybe a Karathi Heatwave, right? Karathi Heatwave and a bit of Rebukes. Okay, the odds of us finding Dun Banners here are quite high. I don't want this Boiling Oil. Okay, there you go. There was one Dun Banner. Set the mulligan there. This guy might struggle to find a proactive play at this point. Oh yeah, it still has Dunka though. That's good. I just played this dude. Okay, I'm guessing he's gonna go Circle of Life here. Oh no, it just does that. Wait, what? Why? What's the point of that? Okay, sure. I mean, I'm not boosting this. I'm boosting my Anna here. Isengrim's Council. Probably for another Dryad here. Yeah, the good old Dryad. This will play into our Folybor next turn, so we can just play the Folybor after we play the Anna here. Opponent loses the connection here, but I think we should be good for this game. Although he does have quite a nice head start here, but our Anna will give us a lot to work with still. He doesn't have any damage. But you guys can see how the deck works. I still want to kind of show you how like the Dun Banners pop out, but if this guy loses connection now, like you guys kind of understood how the game worked. I think we would have won that because of Folybor just being a lot of points and also the Dun Banners being a lot of points. Oh, he's back. He hasn't left us just yet. We're still alive. I mean, he's still alive, but he's gonna die very soon, so yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have boosted the Anna there. It gives them a better Karathi Heatwave. That's my bad. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so now we play Folybor. This and this. And Gord, it's gonna be quite close actually with Gord. It is gonna actually be quite close. Plays it through an Aromancy. How big is it? Oh, it's not even that big. It's kind of meh. So, is this enough? I actually don't know. How much is this? Oh, it's enough by exactly 1 point. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. Nice. That's pretty cool. That's what you like to see. And yeah, that was the Dun Banner deck. A very good deck on red coin. Definitely one that I'm probably going to take on red coin for quite a few matchups. Hard counters to it would be Shield Wall and Shiru. If someone runs both of them, it's going to be quite difficult. If we are playing Shield Wall, we would definitely have to queue this on red against Shield Wall because then we can definitely win on even and we would have a lot of an easier time against Shield Wall. But yeah, Shield Ball on, if we are blue and Shield Ball is red, it's going to be a very difficult matchup. Also, Shiru kind of counters us quite nicely since they do play quite a bit of control and not that many sort of units to target with things like Folibor or Philippa. But yeah, this is the deck that I'm playing for Northern Realms. Let's go to the next deck. The next deck is a mid-range elf list. So we're just basically playing a bunch of elves and some poison and some mid-range stuff to sort of counter Northern Realms. This deck does pretty decently because things like Vrihid Dragoon, Nature's Rebuke, Half-Elf Hunter, Yavin, all these cards just kind of deal with all of these Northern Realms engines quite well. Also, Poison deals with Northern Realms quite well. I'm not sure how prevalent Nilfgaard will be, but this is an auto win against Nilfgaard, this deck. So yeah, that's this deck. Tough matchups usually are like Skellige, but they don't really run Wildboar of the Sea anymore. Another big matchup that's really bad for this deck is Shiru, because Shiru on 3 against this is very, very devastating because he kills all of your Elven Deadeye. So we have to be careful to not run against Shiru with this deck, and people will not ban this deck if they play Shiru, but then we can ban Shiru and sort of try and win against things like Skellige and Northern Realms with this, which is definitely possible because you can definitely 2-0 Skellige with this deck quite nicely, unless you give them too big of a Hemdall or something. But by the time they get the Hemdall, you should probably have already dominated them quite nicely, because control against this doesn't really do much because you're basically also the one controlling, and your points also play for quite a bit. So yeah. Alright, we're playing against Carapace. Ooh, it's a Kelly deck. So Kelly actually are not that bad against Kelly, to be honest. We have good poisons. He has the Crystal Skull though, so that's going to be quite annoying against our poisons. How do we deal with this series? Oh, how do we deal with Veil anyway? His leader kind of counters us. I'm not sure how many people will bring Kelly though. Might kick the Skirmisher here. Lots of poisons, but poisons actually are kind of useless for us. But they're not terrible. Like, they're not. I'm not gonna like be super depressed about having poisons here. Our protector's currently bricked because we're missing out our natures. We're not running too many natures, but usually you will find one of the 3 at least. But the problem here is I don't actually think we have a counter to Ciri. I actually don't think we do. That's really bad. Maybe we should have played the Half of Hunter first there. Oh wait, we actually have access to nature cards with Fav. Okay. Wait, what? Why is he playing this card? That's like super anti-synergetic with Kelly. Foglets. I could go Fav into Circle, doesn't make sense here. What would make sense here actually? Could just go Isengrim's Council and see what we get. Get another Half-Elf Hunter. That's actually pretty good for Yavin if we want to play him this round and kill like a Ciri. I actually don't mind that. It's actually pretty good. I could have like Council's usually just there for poison, but against this matchup that doesn't really do much. I might just have to play my stuff here. Okay, so that's one poison that we can play here. He's gonna consume this. Or give it Veil? Wait, what? He could just consume this. Okay. I mean, I think I don't really need my poisons this game anyway. I can just go ahead and do this. I don't actually want to get Ellerin out. If I use a leader charge, I get Ellerin out, and I don't really want to do that. If I can keep this hand, I'm actually very happy. Beast. Okay. Sure. So we get some leader charges out of him at least. We can just use our Fav here to try and kill the beast. Could have also used Yavin here, but I don't. As I said, I don't really want to get my Ellerin out this round. So he's used 2 leader charges here already. It's actually really good for us. What? I could just pass here, right? What if I just pass here? Wait, can I even do this in one? So I play this for 3. Actually, I play this for 4. This goes up to 4 as well. I think we actually have to pass here. I would have had to commit quite a bit of there. So he hasn't played a Ciri at all, which is interesting. No Ciri played this game. This Pyrotechnician can be quite useful as well. Elias is also very useful. I think I like this hand. Also, yeah, we're playing Pyrotechnician. I really like this card in this deck. It works really well. It makes sequencing quite awkward for the opponents, especially if you go first. This is actually a deck I would be willing to go first with. It's definitely a deck that plays very well if it goes first because of Pyrotechnician turn 1. It's actually a really powerful play, the Pyrotechnician on turn 1. Because it's something they have to deal with. Otherwise, you can just deal with their stuff. And that's obviously not something they want to do. Eskel. Interesting. I think I just still play my Pyrotech here. Eskel. What kind of a deck is this guy playing? Squirrel. I don't know what he banished here. So, what's he boosting up? He's boosting up the Eskel. Oh, that's actually out of range now. That's fine, though. Because we can kill it with Protector next turn. Okay, there's Siri. Okay, he gives that the Veil at this point. I mean, he gets his card back. Do I actually care? A little bit. Do I kill the Eskel here? Actually, wait a minute. I already played the thingy. Do I have to use 2 leader charges here? Because he goes a card up otherwise. I think I actually have to. It's a solid pass for him. I should have used these all in the same row. Okay, so that plays for 7. Just play our stuff here. Don't get bled too hard. Okay. So, we're not losing a card. We had to use 2 leader charges, but he has used all of his leaders so far. And we can actually do some stuff now as well with Pyrotechnician and Poison. If we find poisons, we can actually poison him. Like, who would have thunk? Against Carapace to actually be able to poison somebody. I think I actually prefer Pyrotech over Weeping Willow. Or do I try? Actually, no, I don't. If I find Aileron here, I just lose the game, I think. I think I just go Pyro here. See what he does against that. Maybe I shouldn't have gone front row. I mean, I kill him anyway with Yavin next turn. And with... Oh, okay. That's kind of sad. I mean, it's not that bad, to be fair. Like, it's alright. I might actually... I think I'll play Vernaciel back row, so I have a bunch of elves lined up to kill her with my Yavin next turn. I have a lot of time to kill this anyway. There's the Kelly. Do I rather kill this or Kelly? I think I'd rather kill the Siri here. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna try and kill Kelly here somehow. No poison feels kind of bad. No Dragoon. Dragoon would have also... Maybe I shouldn't have kept the thingy. We actually can't kill the Nova here as well. But we are stacking a lot of units here. It's actually going to be quite close, I think. So he did draw the card in the end. That's fine. I mean, he is getting still like, what, 7 points passively here? So he's on 22. Oh, he has the Dead Foglet. He does have the Dead Foglet here. Oh, and Goliath, I think, does it, though. Oh, it's a tie. It's a tie. That's a really unfavored matchup. And the fact that we tied it is actually quite impressive. I think I misplayed round 3 there. I should have actually kicked the Pyrotechnician. I didn't expect him to have Predatory Dive there. But yeah, even though we tied this one, it was a really unfavored matchup. And I think having to replay that game, I maybe should have played it a bit different in round 2. I think maybe I should have committed Elias a bit earlier and then basically secured the round or be able to kill his Siri. I will definitely learn from this experience, so yeah. In the replay, who knows who would have won? Maybe he would have just won anyway, but he was on blue coin, and this deck's pretty nuts on blue coin because we're basically forcing out all of his leader charges with the help of our poisons, so it's very unlikely for him to keep his stuff alive again. And the last deck is a Townsfolk deck. Now this deck is super memey. This is the one that I don't think anyone will ban. I think this is probably the easiest deck to counter. But it's also a really scary deck if you think about it. Like, if he's not able to deal with more than 4 of my engines, it could still be looking pretty good for us. And with the help of things like Philippa, we can definitely sort of... Like, this is a really hard blue coin abuse deck, because we try and just play Passiflora round 1 on blue coin, force him to pass, and then just go into the long round with our super engines, or like overload engines with things like Dire Mutated Hound, or even try and win the round with Dire Mutated Hound in round 1. And yeah, basically force our opponent to just play really awkwardly against this. It's probably gonna not win a single game. I hope if I win one game with this, I'm gonna be very happy, but as I said, I don't think it's gonna be very likely that I do win a game with this deck, but Hey, you never know. Let's just see what we can do in ranked right now. Sea of the Winds. Now this is a very hard control deck. Like super hard control. Let's see if we can actually handle it. That would be very funny if we could. One poison too many. I would like my Passiflora here. I have a very good hand for Passiflora. I guess I dropped one Tax Collector. Oh, come on. No Onero, no Passiflora. No coin flip abuse for me. Feels bad, man. Okay, I guess we just poison the boat here. I mean, that's just something we poison here, right? Nothing really else to poison. Okay, we take this out. Question is, do I play Adriano Mink this round? I think I played Muted Hound first after he used his ping. So maybe we do play Adriano Mink. Oh, he's got another boat. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Okay, I guess I just play my Adriano Mink at this point, though. It so easily dies. Everything just dies here. Let's go Mink here. I don't care. No Passiflora feels so bad. Like, we really need the Passiflora in this matchup. We have like access to Neuromancy. Even Eavesdrop could find us good stuff, but we just didn't find it here. And that just makes life a lot more difficult. Okay, the Blood Eagle comes down. As you do. For the Herkia. He could have gone for anything there though, but he goes for the Herkia. So this is also where Philippa would be very useful, but we just don't draw any of the cards that we actually needed here. So can we fight against the Bleed with our stuff that we have here? Maybe. I'm gonna just poison my dude here, give me some coins. Like, we can still win 2 cards with these 2 cards here. Okay, he plays the Great Sword. He also uses Leader Charge. Okay, that's pretty good for us then. Alright, I'll just pass here. We're down by 23 here. We get some carryover coins as well. Which is why I wanted to play the Fist Tech Trafficker there. But this is quite scary still. I mean, he has no more boats, but boats don't really do much. Now he just has like all the Hjalmar's control stuff. Not sure if he wants to play for the long run. He probably just wants to bleed us here though. Eavesdrop's pretty decent. I still want my Passiflora. No. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. No Neuromancy, no Passiflora. We suck at this game. Guys, we just suck at this game, don't we? Okay. I think... Do I just play Slide Seductress or do I just play the Hound here? Pickpocket over Profits by 1. Could play my Street Urchins. It's pretty scary though. I think I'll just play the Street Urchins here. See what he does against this. I think he just dry passes here anyway. Svalbard Totem. Okay, sure. Let's do this, right? Not sure if he has more Quark or not. Of course, in the open deck list, we will know if he has more Quark or not. Plays the Great Sword. Does only get 1 tick here. I think we just yoink the Great Sword with our Philippa here. And stay ahead of him. Then we can also play Pickpocket here. Okay. Why is... Okay, he's hitting that. That makes sense. I'll just play my Slide Seductress here. Since I did miss my thingy. Okay, takes out the Slide Seductress. I guess at this point I have to play my Tax Collector. That feels kind of bad, but what you gonna do? I mean, he still has like access to Squirtle, I think. Actually, no, he does. Okay, he does. He has access to Squirtle. Let's take the Squirtle as well. Okay. Now we have no Spender, which feels really bad. But this Igor actually... Holy... Wait a minute. This Igor's actually kind of nuts. Igor on Greatsword is actually kind of crazy. I just realized that. Okay, I think I use Bincy and use 1 Leader Charge. Because I can then still take it with Pickpocket and get carryover coins for next round. And I guess short round Passiflora isn't that great though. We don't even have that many blind eyes left. Is he just 2-0ing me here? Okay, he's just trying to 2-0 me here. That's fine. Okay. I can spend here, right? Yeah, I can spend here. Okay, he does Hemdall back row. So I go Igor on this guy. If I use 3 coins here, I get 3 points plus 4. 7, just not enough.
Do you have a loyalty discount by chance?
This is still a place for something here, right? Okay. I maybe should have done that first. Maybe I didn't need to spend a coin there. Yeah, I didn't need to spend a coin there. That was my bad. Should have done the maths. Look at that. Three great swords. That's pretty scary. Okay, we get the Oneiromancy finally. We get the Apothecary. Don't really need the townsfolk. We get... Oh, nice. Okay, so we have full access to Passiflora here. That's really, really good. Actually, really like that. Okay. Oh, if we had 3 coins, we could have actually given this shield as well. Oh, that feels bad. That feels really bad. Oh, okay. So... He doesn't have Blood Eagle anymore, but he could still kill this, right? I mean... I think I just do this. Did we just win with the short round Passiflora? That'd be pretty nice. Because he committed quite a bit this round, right? What does he have left? He's just got bronzes. Like, this guy just got bronzes, boys. Where are your golds, mate? Nice. Okay. 13 points. You got it. Or you don't. Ah, crap. He actually does. Run the Morkvarg. Feels bad. Okay, so I think it actually was fine to show this loss here as a loss. Because, like, we didn't know if he had Morkvarg or not. The Skellige Rage of Steel list kind of varies, so I kind of had to not play around Morkvarg to sort of win this. But in this case, he had Morkvarg. But if you're in the tournament, I will obviously know that my opponent will have Morkvarg. So I'm actually able to play around the Morkvarg in that case and try and win through that. But maybe I should have assumed his last card's Morkvarg. I just didn't for that time because I'm kind of like not in the mindset of the tournament mode just yet. I was just like trying to show off these decks as fast as possible so I can get the video out and get the announcement out. So yeah, you saw the decks and you're probably underwhelmed with them because that's what they're there for. I could obviously run Shield Wall decks. I could obviously run the Rage of the Sea decks and like Scoia'tael Shiru, and that's probably the lineup that would win some games, but I want to have fun in these tournament modes, especially in the Gwent Partners Open where a lot of people are actually not playing that many serious decks. So I thought, hey, why not just bring the decks that I found the most fun to play with this season, and those are the 3 decks that I find the most fun to play with this season. I think the most unfun one is the Scoia'tael one, since that one is just a basic sort of Scoia'tael mid-range deck where we just have to ban Shiru if we're up against Shiru, which would kind of make sense. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the tournament. As I said on the start, it's Monday the 28th of September up to the 30th of September. So if you want to join it, check out my Twitch in the description. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe for more Gwent content, and I'll see you soon.